Guess what? In this life, you got to make your luck. And when I say that, it's because a lot of times we see things and we're like, well, that person's just lucky. I used to be in that mindset. And then I realized that luck is actually preparation meets opportunity. Did you hear the first part of that? Preparation. How do you prepare? 1% better every day. Working on yourself, right? Really getting to the part of who you are that is most true and authentic, aligning yourself with your truth, which means what? You got to take off a bunch of masks. There's a lot of things that we think we want. There's a lot of things that we see that interest us. But every single person, there's something unique about you. And I'm out here hiking up to there's a bat cave over in here, San Luis Valley, South Central Colorado, and exploring some old mining towns, history. Always curious about places like this, wondering why I'm called to be here. But I do know that you're either playing offense or you're playing defense in life. Most people, not all, most of y'all are playing defense. That means you're not living life with intention. That means you are not waking up with a plan of attack. You're waking up with same old thing, same old day, doing my best, trying my best, and there's not really a vision for the day. There's not really any goals. There's not anything that you're actually working towards. You're just working and doing the things you've been doing and just waiting and wishing and wanting something to change. And I say this, which is a Gregism, trying something new. I'm on a several day road trip, which is my favorite. And I do this type of travel year round. It doesn't matter if it's winter. It's beautiful right now. But I'll do this shit in the winter. I'll do it in the wind. I'll do it in the fall. I'll do it in the spring. I'll do it in the summer, the heat. It does not matter. It's what fills my cup. Being out on adventure, traveling, exploring, connecting with people. That's probably one of the coolest things, is when I'm just in my alignment, going about doing things and just having these random encounters with people that after you connect and really create a sense of being present, to be present with somebody. If you're hearing this message, I hope that you'll be present with first your body, your environment, right? But then with the words that I'm speaking. Because when you're present, they should be reaching not just the cerebral, not just the mind. You know, this is medicine. My message is medicine for the soul. And that medicine should, if you give it yourself permission, it should help to inspire you to take some actions, to make some changes, to make some adjustments, and not just count on and wish on and hope on luck. Again, luck is preparation meeting opportunity. I did an extreme hike several days ago, the Deca Libron, and it challenged every part of me. I promise you, there were so many people that challenge chewed up and spit out. But yet they dared. They dared to try. Whether or not they came prepared was a big indicator whether someone was successful or not. But does that mean that they failed? Absolutely not. They didn't fail. We only fail when we truly quit. And that doesn't mean quitting on that day, but quitting at life. Because everyone that at least went out there, guess what? They learned something. They learned something about themselves. And they were able to see, oh, okay, I see what it takes to be more prepared for the next time. All right, didn't bring snowshoes, check. Didn't bring micro spikes, check. Didn't bring gaiters, check. Didn't bring snow pants, check. Right, didn't bring enough food and water, check. And what happens is it gives you the opportunity to make those adjustments. Are you following what I'm talking about? Preparation meets opportunity. But see, a lot of people, maybe you're one of them listening to this message, you won't even dare to try. Are you willing to dare to try taking me up on the 1% Better Every Day Journal? 91 days, transforming yourself, preparing yourself for greater opportunities over the course of this summer, which ultimately means trying something new. That is a growth mindset. Fixed mindset is you know it all. You know your little safety bubble, you know where you're comfortable, and you stick to that. That's playing it safe. I don't understand the mindset. I do understand the mindset, that's a lie. If you have the mindset of somebody that chooses to play it safe, which playing it safe means you're just staying in your comfort zone because of why? Fear. You're afraid. You're afraid to get out of the comfort. Why? Because another part of you will have to show up. You're not masterful and skilled and expert in doing new things. That's all ego and that's all fear. That's all ego and that's all fear. I literally stepped out of my comfort zone yesterday in a way that I never have before. Well, I take that back. I take that back. When I joined the military and I showed up to boot camp, there was this time where you're in this big room, huge room, and everybody's still wearing like their clothes, right? We call it civilian clothes. They're wearing their outfits, still got their hair, and there's probably hundreds and hundreds of people, and the drill sergeants they come in and they tell everybody, birthday suits, get in your birthday suits. And it's like, oh shit. You talk about getting your bubble burst. You're sitting there with hundreds of people, strangers, and you got stripped down naked, totally naked, right? You lose your comfort zone quick, real quick. And there's a lot of you that haven't ever really put yourself in those type of environments, and it's not a win or a loss, but it's saying, how can you embrace challenges like that? What can you do to get out of your comfort zone that you can do? What can you do to embrace a challenge that's going to get you outside your comfort zone? That's going to test your mental, emotional, spiritual, physical body. And even if you come up short, guess what? You have feedback. You can continue to prepare so that you come out successful on the other end, on the other side of it. versus what? Quitting. Versus never trying. The reason why I share that story is this place found me, and I love them hot springs, but one of the things I didn't realize about this place that had found me, someone had recommended, it was the best one in Colorado. I said, really? I've never heard of it. And lo and behold, this shit's clothing optional here. Gotta close this gate. Yeah, you heard that right. Clothing optional. And you know, that's a comfort zone. You're like, oh shit, really? Clothing optional, huh? Okay, fuck. The guy's like, you good with that? I was like, yeah, man. Yeah, we're gonna be good with that. Right? We're gonna be good with that. From that moment, I was already like, okay, gotta channel a different energy to be confident with that. Because here's the thing is we get so into our ego. This was a whole new experience for me. But it was like, how attached are we to our bodies? Right? I'm someone that, again, I'm prepared. I am very proud of my body. This is a beautiful vessel. I put in the work, right? But do I fully identify with my body? No, I don't fully identify with it. I identify more at the soul level, but I'm grateful for this body. I don't take it for granted. But what was really more of this spiritual lesson was, can I get outside of my ego and can I allow myself to be seen by total strangers and not be insecure, not feel judged, not feel, yeah, those two. I love that. I love the wildlife. There's so much wildlife here. Look at this little bunny. He's sitting right there, right there. He's so cute. Hi, bunny. And that takes a lot of courage. And again, maybe that's not for you. I did hear something recently, though, from like a spiritual teacher that said, right, if you really, again, I put myself out here on this message, right? It takes a lot of courage and confidence and authenticity and belief in myself to be seen and heard, to speak the medicine and the message that I have, regardless of how you respond to it, to just continue believing that the medicine I have, it's a tough pill to swallow. And yet even here last night, in the dark, there was a circle of people in a hot spring, and we're all naked. And it's not like an orgy shit. It's just like, but I was given opportunity to speak life, the same thing I'm doing here, to guide people. And you could feel it, the energy, the water, you could feel like, whoa, this is good medicine. People were really grateful for that message. They were receiving it. It was challenging. It's challenging to get outside of our ego, to let down our guards. But I mean, you can't let down any more guard other than fucking getting full butt naked with a bunch of strangers, just walking around just like I am right now, walking around trails, going to hot springs, but buck ass naked. That was a very new experience, and I wasn't even sure if I would share that publicly. But I don't give a fuck. Because there was a spiritual lesson in it for me, right? To just let down another level and layer of the veil. And like I said, I have a historical being in the military, right? Taking group showers with a bunch of fucking grown men, right? Living in that proximity. And nudity is something that it's associated with our body. And if we're not taking care of our body, there's a lot of, guilt and shame and desire for body dysmorphia. And, that's a big part of this healing journey, is to say mind, spirit, emotions, and the physical. And yet, what are you doing about it? Are you just sitting there wishing and waiting and wanting? Are you just observing and consuming? Are you just taking from this message, but not really giving back anything to yourself? Are you just hearing the message? Well, that would actually be listening. You're just listening to the message, but you're not hearing it. When you hear it, you're like, okay, there's instructions here. There's something to respond to. This isn't just for entertainment purposes. And that's where a lot of people, the masses, still find themselves. You're seeking information, but you are already on information overload. How much more information do you need to consume about how to fucking start making some adjustments in your life? How much more information do you need? How many more times do you need to hear, if nothing changes, nothing changes? Because I'm here to tell you, if one thing changes, everything changes. When you try something new, do something for the first time, your whole entire experience shifts. Look at this valley. It's expansive. There's the doves. There's a ton of wildlife here. I love it. But so many people, y'all just sitting back. Y'all just stuck in your ways, doing the same shit over and over and over again, wanting something different to happen. The stars are aligned. The time is now. I don't know how much more information you need. If you're looking for opportunities to feel held, supported, seen, and heard, guess what? 1% Better Everyday Journal. Breath of Life Healing Circle. Good morning. Those are two places that if I was within your shoes as someone seeking transformation, maybe not conscientiously, but subconsciously at that deeper level, seeking something to be different, something to shift. Join me in making this summer, 2025, the summer of transformation. How do you transform? Well, think about a butterfly. And I should have just taken a picture. There was a caterpillar over there, right? That caterpillar is going to cocoon itself. And once it cocoons itself, guess what happens, right? The cocoon is where all that transformation goes. It goes from a little creepy, crawly, wiggly thing to literally a whole nother species. You see a little worm, fuzzy worm. Next thing you know, this thing's gonna be flying. What's so different about you? Dragonflies the same. There's a lot of different animal species that are the same in that regard, to where they go through a transformative process. It's only us humans. We resist the transformation. This is the spiritual message. What I am saying right now is the spiritual message of your soul's purpose on this planet. We fully embrace this experience, which is the human. It's all the gritty stuff. It's all the messy stuff. It's all the pain. It's all the emotions. It's the highs and the lows. And if you want to be the biggest fanatic, or you want to get drunk out of your head, or waste your life away, or whatever it is, like that is, we sign up for that. However, in the end, it is a spiritual journey. This is a classroom that we sign up for. I was talking to somebody yesterday, and this is the perfect analogy, because they were really inquisitive about, the journey. Think about it like this. How would you feel if you went to a restaurant, a steakhouse, and I don't care if you eat steak or not. If you imagine going to a restaurant and you order a medium rare steak. And 20 minutes later, they bring you out boneless chicken wings. How would you feel about that? You ordered a medium rare steak, but the server says, well, we took a look at you and we decided that this is actually what you need. Would you be happy about that? Most of us wouldn't, right? We'd be like, fuck that. I want my fucking steak. Who the fuck do you think you are? Now here's where it's going to get trippy. Lock in for a few minutes more. Before you came to planet Earth, in this life, you were sitting there in the void, in the cosmic darkness, and guess what you did? You ordered a steak. Yes, you ordered a steak, medium rare, meaning you chose a specific path, specific lessons, right? Just like off a menu, you chose everything that you needed to experience. For what? For you to get to this place of spiritual awakening, shedding and releasing all the burden. But here's what you're doing right now. You're choosing to keep eating boneless chicken wings. Because you're resisting submitting, surrendering, right? These words can be very challenging to us, to surrender, right? Surrender, we think, oh, I'm not going to surrender, I'm a fighter. Well, fight for your fucking shit. Fight for that steak. You signed up for a steak, but instead, all because of your experiences, you've been so scared that you keep accepting life, the restaurant, giving you chicken wings, boneless chicken wings. Boneless chicken wings. You're accepting that. I feel like that's a really good analogy. You're accepting it. You're not putting up a fight saying, wait, I ordered a fucking steak. Where is it? And I want it medium rare. You're not standing up for that. The restaurant keeps bringing you boneless chicken wings with a little dipping sauce. And guess what? You don't say a fucking word. Deep down inside, you're saying, this isn't what I ordered, but I'm too afraid to say something. I'm just gonna just go with it. I don't want to make a scene. I don't want to do this. I don't want to do that. And I'm here to shine that light to remind you that before you came here, you ordered a steak. When are you going to step up and really prepare yourself? Here's where it gets fun. When are you going to prepare yourself, right? It takes preparation. You need to prepare yourself to receive the steak. And it starts by saying no to them boneless chicken wings. Thank you to everyone listening to this message. I believe that a great opportunity for you to start down that path of reflection, preparation, to really set yourself up for aligning yourself with the opportunities for those stakes to start rolling through. 1% Better Everyday Journal. Find the courage and strength to get on the Breath of Life Healing Circle. Sign up, show up, and just surrender. Let yourself reflect. Let yourself be seen. Let yourself be heard. Try something new. Allow yourself to transform. That caterpillar I saw earlier, do you think that caterpillar is counting down the days, is walking around with all this fucking anxiety saying, fuck, fuck, fuck. I actually like just being a caterpillar. I like eating leaves and crawling on trees and, right, being a little fuzzy guy. So cute. I don't want to be whatever else. That's too scary. I don't want that. Do you think it's in there? No, we're the only ones that get so fucking in our heads that we resist. We resist it. And then sometimes we don't even say shit. We just say, all right, man, whatever. If you're going to bring me the chicken wing, I'll just eat that. I'll be fine. When you know you're not fine. But here's the cool thing. The work is there for you. This is a classroom. I am positive that every single soul, we all have the same mission. The same mission. It's to become our highest self. It's to shed the lower self. And that takes getting to a place of courage, then getting to a place of neutrality, and releasing. Healing is releasing all the pain, all the suffering, all the grief, all the stuff, all that baggage we're carrying around. And by doing that, guess what? That prepares you to receive what you ordered, because it puts you in alignment. And it would be the greatest opportunity for me to be a part of your healing journey, your spiritual awakening. Join me and many others here at Results Kill Excuses. I love you guys. I'm going to go explore some historic mine sites, a bat cave, and I'm going to keep living my life to the fullest, because I have prepared myself for the opportunities. I have prepared myself for the meals that I ordered before I came in here. Make space, make room within you to truly start receiving what it is that you came here for. I love you guys. You know the drill. Results kill excuses, because if it was easy, it wouldn't be worth it. Greg's out.